Hi, I'm Abby.
Hi, I'm Martin.
Hi, my name's Erwan,
And this is how I make fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Do you like the tingle tingle? While we were talking about which fried chicken recipes we would do, we thought it would be really important to kind of showcase not only the variety of cuts that fried chicken use, but also the different types of flavors and aromatics that can really enhance the flavor of fried chicken. My favorite fried chicken is a chicken karaage from Japan, just because it's so light. In second place would definitely be Taiwanese chicken. Very similar in terms of preparation, just spicier, and I love my spice. Very easy. So you're gonna get some chicken cubes. So I've made a pre-marinade here because it's really, really important to marinate this in advance. As you can see, I'm using some chicken thighs. In your chicken thighs like this, all you're gonna do is add some mirin. Then you're gonna be mixing some soy sauce. I like to put a little bit of salt, and then to that you add some garlic and then some ginger. And then finally, the last marinade ingredient, a little bit of five spice. So mix all that together. It already has so much flavor. So your chicken's gonna marinate in there for at least 2 hours. I like to leave it for at least 2 hours. Now the last step before we actually start using it is to add some potato starch. Now that's done, really simple, 2 eggs, to which I'm gonna add a little bit of water, so at least you have less of a doughy, thick kind of coating. So Sichuan peppers are probably the most important thing that I would not sub when making Taiwanese fried chicken. So we're looking for like a nice little, not necessarily a very fine powder, but something that has a really good texture that you won't mind kind of like eating, right? To that, we're gonna be adding some chili flakes and then some nice salt. And then you can kind of fry some herbs if you want. Parsley is probably like the whitest herb alive. So probably not flat leaf parsley. We're gonna use it just for color, but usually you could use like a Thai basil or I think we have basil. Basil's better because it actually gives you flavor. Thai basil works even better for this. So grind that all together, mix that in with your Sichuan pepper, put it back in the mortar and pestle, really make all of these things kind of like best friends. So this way you have like a really cool looking little chili salt powder happening. A bit of white pepper, so you can use kind of like whole peppercorns here as well and crush them. We don't have those are quite hard to find from time to time, so we're just gonna be using some white pepper powder. Okay, now we are ready to fry. Oil is hot, about 325. So all that goes into our egg batter, which is nice and light, as you can see. And then from there, we go into the potato starch. Again, light little coating, and that goes into the oil. Chicken is ready. Very quickly drip dry it. Okay, Taiwanese fried chicken. Have you guys tried it before? Yes, no, maybe so?
No.
No, okay. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but all in Martin's videos, he doesn't like to use his hands.
I reserve this for the doughs.
Masarap! Super light ng batter. Potato starch ba?
But I think because of the egg wash, you have slightly more of a coating than karaage. Karaage really, the flour sticks to the chicken, right? Here, you have a layer between the chicken and the crust. And you guys get the tingling, ling, ling, ling. Do you like the tingle tingle? Definitely very Asian, very flavorful, very different style. Abby, what are you gonna be making today?
I will be making Korean fried chicken. So that one's heavily sauced, unlike this. But I'm telling you, this one doesn't need sauce. So flavorful.
We're making American style fried chicken.
Because America.
Because America. That was the recipe that I used for
When Mark, we actually have a clip.
Let's welcome the fat kid outside.
When Martin got hired, I was in Australia, so I had to see how he cooked on camera. So we asked him to make pancakes and waffles. And then they sent me the files. And we saw Martin's fried chicken, and it looks really legit and good. That's why he was hired.
Sorry. The difference between Korean fried chicken and other kinds of fried chicken is that Korean fried chicken It's absolutely necessary that it's crunchy, but at the same time, it's supposed to be light and thin, and most especially, heavily sauced. So we are gonna start with some flour and some cornstarch, salt, baking powder, and also some black pepper. Then we're just gonna give this a good whisk. With this mixture, I am going to pour some of it onto our chicken and reserve this much of the mixture. And also, we are going to add water to this. And it's supposed to be like a thin pancake mix. Let me add some more, then I'll show you the consistency we're aiming for. It's supposed to be dripping down like that. What we're gonna do is before we drop this into the oil, we are going to coat it with the flour mixture. So just like that. And you could also press it slightly so that it forms kind of ridges, and then drop it into the oil. So to get that crunchy texture we're looking for, we are going to double fry the fried chicken. So this is the first fry. What we're going for is just a slight cook on the batter. While that is frying, I am going to prepare the sauce. So I have here 3 cloves of garlic, which I'm going to chop finely. So now we have our minced garlic. So looking at our chicken right now, we already have this light yellow color. And we see that the batter is already set. So what I'm going to do is just drain this and let it sit for 5 minutes. So now we are going to start with our sauce. So in this pan, I'm going to put a little bit of oil. In goes 3 cloves of garlic. And with the garlic, we're going to add tomato ketchup, soy sauce, mirin, brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of gochujang, lastly, vinegar. Now we are just going to let this simmer, and while that happens, we are going to put back our fried chicken into the fryer. And for the second fry, that's when we are going to watch out for that golden brown color. Okay, so now that our sauce has reduced a little bit, we are going to turn off the fire and we are going to add our last ingredient, sesame oil. Give this a good mix and our sauce is ready. After draining our fried chicken, we will be putting them in this pan where we made our sauce and we are just going to toss them. And before serving, we are going to top it with some toasted sesame seeds and supposedly some scallions, but we don't have that, so here's some parsley just to give it that pop of color. Now it's time to taste. Calling our resident dancer. Yes, prove it, prove it.
Thank you for coming to our studio today.
Thank you naman po. Ano po to?
Welcoming plants ang tawag namin dyan.
This is Korean fried chicken with gochujang sauce. So it's somewhat spicy. It's supposed to be crunchy.
Very good. Tamang-tama yung sweetness, tamang-tama yung anghang, sobrang sarap, sobrang crunchy. Marunong sumayaw eh. Show you how beautiful it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I heat up some honey. Ininit ko lang yung honey so that the viscosity, it would be thinner. I'll add a teaspoon of chili flakes. Add it back to the heat. And ang gagawin natin, once na kumulo, I'll remove it and let it steep until kailangan mo siya. Gagawa lang tayo ng dredging thing natin. Yan yung magiging breading natin. And that's what will become crispy later. So I have here 2 cups of flour. It's paprika. Cayenne pepper para lang may garlic powder. Ground pepper. I'll crack some fresh pep. Some salt. Not too much. Just like a pinch. Mix it well and set it aside. Next, for the marinade, with 1 cup of fresh milk, lalagyan natin siya ng 1 tablespoon of lime juice or lemon juice. Mix, and you'll notice na medyo magko-coagulate siya ng onte. And fortunately, hindi ko na kayo paghintayin. And I can still use this milk for another thing. It will look like this. Diba? So parang sobrang kapal niya. chicken. So at least 30 minutes. Since Thai fillet naman to, it's enough for a bit of, magiging tender siya ng onte because of the slight acidity of the buttermilk that we did. And then, of course, mas tender. Right, so we are ready to dredge and fry. Check the temp. I'm gunning for 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Right, so it's gonna take a few seconds. Pero papakita ko na rin sa inyo yung wonderful technique na ginamit natin para ma-infiltrate the fat kid inside Delightful Studios. So when you're dredging chicken, minsan hassle talaga if you're using a tong. So contrary to Erwan's belief and this constant call-outs, I'm gonna use my hand. I assign one task to each hand. So kunyari, right hand, handling the wet stuff, and then left handles the dredging or the draftings, okay? So what I do, I have very, very cold water, ice cold water. Quick dip, parang super quick banlaw, okay? And then we will do a double dip. Since gusto natin yung medyo wavy na itsura dun sa balat, kahit habang naka-dredge, shake off the excess. Another quick dip dito sa ice cold water natin. Then when I put it back to the flour, pack it in. As in, medyo pindot-pindutin natin ng onte. It looks like a shaggy mess, but once you fry it, it's gonna look so good, especially yung mga waves niyan. Shake off the excess. By shaking off the excess, medyo in-extend mo na rin yung buhay nung mantika niya. Okay? It's time to fry. So habang naghihintay, we are frying like a whole fillet of thigh. So it's gonna take like a total of 5 minutes. So I'm gonna make a quick gravy. I have 1/4 tablespoon of unsalted butter. With that, I will add about 1/4 cup of flour. I'm also gonna use half and half of chicken stock and some fresh milk. Right, so what I like to do with my gravy is season it with some soy sauce. Right now I'm using dark soy sauce because it gives you color. Add a bit of sugar. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. At this point, I'll start seasoning it with some salt and some pepper. Now I will let that reduce and I'm gonna go ahead and check on my chicken. This needs a little flip, but a preview of what the chicken looks like is, so this needs around 2 more minutes of frying. Sakto yan. Pagkatapos nito, makapal na yung gravy natin, tapos mapapatikim na natin kay Abby ang ating obra maestra. Diba? Yung maganda dito sa Fat Kid Inside Studios. Lagi ka may second voice. Kahit mag-isa ka lang, may second voice ka. Kaya minsan, maaga ako umuwi. Hindi ako nagpapagabi. Right. So, our chicken, hopefully, is fully cooked. Shake off the excess. So, let me plate it. You know. I like my mashed potatoes a little bit chunky. So, gagawa tayo ng mini gravy bowl. Right? So, we are gonna be putting 2. Oh my gosh, before I forget. Season the chicken. I did not season the chickens. Finish it off with some pepper. Yan. So ito yung rason kung bakit ako nasali dito sa team na to. There! So I'm done with my job-winning chicken, position-winning chicken. So kailangan ko nang tawagan ng aking taste tester / feature choreographer, Abby. Marquez. Fork.
Yes, I'm super excited to try this. Grabe yung cross-section pagka hiwa kayo na.
So this one has quick chili honey, hindi siya yung matagal
Yes.
ferment or anything. Tapos yung fried chicken natin,
Wait lang, chef.
ay, wala pala. Boom, instant.
Grabe. Parang almost tempura.
Right?
Oo.
Except that it's not as light and fluffy as a tempura.
And nagpo-fall apart yung
Panis. Cheers. Cheers.
Ang sarap nung spicy honey. For me,
Maalat ang siguro.
sarap.
Di ba? Parang candy.
Masarap ng combination.
So I guess if they think na merong mga dishes na we should cook,
Yeah.
text nila kami. Comment down below.
Pwede bang kakain na lang muna ako?
Well, ayan. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Check her out on TikTok. She's the best. Her videos are the best.